My dear child, you are worthy of the best life has to offer, but please don't sabotage yourself. Stay positive and don't fall for the dirty tricks your mind is playing on you. And that fear you feel is just self-protection mechanism that is not always working in your favor, and mostly it is only preventing you from stepping into the unknown. So stay centered in your inner temple, your heart and your home. It is the gateway to infinite intelligence. It is the doorway to your true self, and that is boundless, limitless, and pure. Stay in the alignment, trust, and don't fear the opportunities the universe is presenting you. So, you deserve the best life has to offer, but only you can overcome the limitations that are hindering your growth. So surrender to the unknown, take the leap of faith. Your productivity is not the only measure of your worth. Even though you are trying to make the most out of every second of the day, life is not supposed to be a constant stream of work. So you are supposed to leave room to relax too, even though you might feel like you can keep up this pace. So it is hurting you, and you should not sacrifice sleep or your mental health or time with friends in order to get extra done. You are allowed to say enough is enough. You are allowed to take a break. So moving forward and try to treat yourself with more kindness, because you have been going above and beyond for far too long. So it is okay to just breathe, to slow down for once. So my child, know that. Don't tell to this your family, it's only for you. Very often we fall into a routine with people without realizing it, and it happens so effortlessly that it is not until the moment we find ourselves waiting for their call or breaking into a smile over something they said that we see just how close we have grown with the other person. So it can be scary getting attached to someone, not knowing whether they will love you tomorrow and the way they do today. So, especially if you have been hurt before by someone you always thought would stick around. Sometimes, though, it is worth a shot, it is a risk which, with the right people, and could bring you the kind of love you have been looking for. So, you are creating your life every day with every choice you make, every person you welcome, and bid farewell to. So, every relationship you walk into and out of, every mistake you commit, and bear the consequences of every failure you encounter and learn from. Every opportunity you seize and lose, every milestone you unlock or disgrace from, you are building a portion of your life. Even if it is affecting you adversely or folding into something entirely unexpected, it is leading you to exactly where you belong. It may seem overwhelming and exhausting, and you may have several questions with no real answer. But at the end of it all, when you look back at your life, you are going to feel nothing but proud, grateful, and happy. No complaints, no demands, no regrets, no apologies, no grievances, just simple pride, gratitude, and happiness. So, you know why? Because life has always been rigged in your favor. So, dear child, know that someone is feeling indifferent, emotionally disconnected from you, and they could be acting this way because either they want something more from this connection, so or their past sometimes show up due to which they shut off their emotions and pull back their energies. So, this person may also be scared of rejection. It seems there was a huge imbalance of give and take in your relationship. So, you might have been giving away your time, energy, love, and affection to this person, but they never reciprocated. So, this at times created tense vibes between you and even minor fights. This time you decided it is enough, you are not going to waste your time anymore, and this has hit your person really hard. They never expected this from you, and now they feel rejected. I feel they also might owe you some money. So they really miss you though. You both share great chemistry and passion, and your person feels tempted to reach out to you. They are, however, fighting a battle between their heart and mind. You could be dealing with a soulmate or a twin flame, and they love how beautiful and hot you are. So, my child, know that love is so much more than feeling relieved you made it past another decade together. So, it is a feeling that you have not had enough time with one another, that 2 years felt more like a little less than a month. It is the excitement and anticipation of what will unfold next, what you will learn from each other, and how you will inspire one another, and how you will grow closer than even before. It is longing to know more, staying in the discovery phase, knowing you will never know each other completely. It is staying inquisitive, intentionally interested, and cultivating curiosity. It is wanting to travel the world beyond major countries and cities, and it is the little town and villages. So, uncharted beaches, wild caves, and lush forest, it's making sure the arms of one another remain a safe harbor, a feeling of ecstatic acceptance, and always place. So, it is wanting to be better, to help more, to understand, to give space, and to answer the same question asked for the third time in a row with patience and laughter. So it is being able to speak from the heart, to share the truth and not sit in judgment. It is reflecting on the time spent, not wanting to change a thing, and holding gratitude for the peaks. And well traveled, love is so much more than dropping your shoulders in relief knowing you made it past another 12 months. So it is rejoicing in the time span. It is looking forward to the next milestone together. It is the longing to be here, the desire to stay, to love, and to contribute to every episode of each other lives in a meaningful way. So, my child, know that the most proud life you will have is not one full of loud accomplishments that people applaud or that outward validation you thought you were seeking. The most proud life you will lead will be found in quiet moments behind closed doors that may be only for you or a close few know about. So, the most proud life you will lead will be in finally taking pride in who you are and the person you became without needing approval from others or having to prove anything. So, it is just knowing you are a good person. It will be in those quiet things you do for other people might not even know about. It will be battles within you and those things you are working on slowly, that are taking one step at a time. Maybe it is a habit you are trying to break, and maybe it is a habit you are trying to form, and maybe it is stepping towards that goal that you are so afraid of, but you take one small step each day. Maybe it is in forgiving yourself for past mistakes and realizing you are human, or keeping only people close who deserve to be there, and putting up boundaries for the first time ever around your life and your peace. So maybe you are learning how to be happy for the first time and letting go of anyone and anything that is not bringing you towards that. So maybe what you are proud of is the simplicity you found in all of it, and after years of filling your life with big things and a lot to be proud of, maybe you realize that happiness was within you and where you are, and in learning to love yourself in new ways. Maybe you have learned stop reaching for the next big or best things and learn this best thing right now is enough. So maybe the greatest validation you have always needed is knowing you are allowed to be happy without living in fear that something or someone can take it away. So, dear souls, know that is whatever you ask of yourself, it is the question you ask and wonder and then give answer to. Home is that belief you have built over time, whether you have chosen to change those beliefs or accept your beliefs as is. That also makes your home whatever you feed your brain, your heart, and your soul. Your home obeys, and your home takes in, and your home accepts. And swallow, everyone has a version of their home, and home is not just a part of who you are. Home has just as much say as your feelings. It has just as much how you connect with yourself and others. It has just as much grit in the way you see the world. So treat home as the container of all the tangible and intangible experiences you have had to go through. So, as well as all the experiences you are currently going through, even if you neglect it, home will always be there. Your home is sacred, so do not abandon it. Give yourself a proper home. You deserve goodness not because you do good things, you deserve goodness because you simply do. Build the kind of home you find peace in and the kind of home you would not want to run away from when life gets hard. So, dear child, no. The root of self sabotaging behavior is that there is a part of you relying on the saboteurs to meet a need and you do not know you have. So, our conscious minds may tell us that we want to be happy, but our subconscious ones really want to feel what is most familiar, and our conscious minds may tell us that we want to be improve ourselves. But our subconscious ones don't want to risk losing connection because changing makes others feel envious. Our conscious mind want to push your creativity. But our subconscious ones are immediately responding with every possible criticism that we could force. So we are primed and ready for when the things we care about most is inevitably not loved by everyone the same way. And the solution to self sabotage is to ask yourself, why would I want to do this to myself? And then to meet the need another way. So, to remember that happiness is not an epiphany, it is a practice. The more you do it, the more comfortable and preferable it becomes. To remember that the more we heal into the people we most authentically are. So, the less inauthentic connection we sustain, regardless of who does or does not approve of our growth, to remember that we cannot prepare ourselves for pain in an effort to shield ourselves from it, and in fact, the more we prime ourselves for rejection, the more we seek it out, and at the very same time, the more we love something, the less we need other people to. And the more we pour our own love into our own lives, the more we give ourselves our own admiration and approval, the less we feel the need to seek it from the outside. So, dear souls, know that. Sadly, empathy is commonly misunderstood. Much of what people think is empathy or caring is actually not helpful. Instead of offering empathy while meaning helpers, offer words of reassurance or platitudes from scripture. But in the end, it validates emotions or needs. Not only does it fail to meet our so deep needs, it keeps us from honestly processing our emotions, which hinders our growth in Christ. In order to get your soul breathing again, you need to experience the love, understanding, patience, and validation that empathy gives. This is what facilitates loving, healthy relational care, and that is nourishing to your soul and is the foundation of psychological and spiritual development. So, dear someone, know that nothing is working out. Growing up looks nothing like I once imagined. It is not a coming of age film where the storyline is complete and there is a reason behind everything. So every rejection I have seen leaves me feeling tired and empathy, and I am more alone than I thought and I would be at age 18. So I am desperately scared that I will always be a little Miss Nobody. Most of my friends became strangers overnight, and I still don't know the reason why. I have had to let go of people and I thought would be in my life forever now. So their ghosts find a way to haunt me in the middle of the night. I read the morning headlines and I'm more afraid of the world than I have ever been. And the truth is, I am terrified. After all this time, I still have no idea of who I am and what I want to do for the rest of my life. So, did you drink enough water today? Whatever you answer, take a few sips right now and I will wait. Done? Okay, let us talk about your coffee intake. Did you overdo it? It is okay if you did, but maybe consider chilling on the espresso for the rest of the day. Also, how did you sleep last night? And have you moved your body in a way that feels good lately? When was the last time you learned something new and did something for the first time? Can you remember your most recent occurrence of awe? What is about gratitude and connection? And if you can't, no need to panic or shame spiral. Just think of ways you can infuse more of those things into your days and do